Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog. It is Saturday evening here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, you are highly welcome. I know some of you are enjoying your weekend. Yes, it is Saturday. And tonight, the finals of the AFCON are going to be starting tonight with DR Congo taking on South Africa for the third and fourth position. That is a silver medal position and the fourth position respectively. Tomorrow will be the final itself. Nigeria versus the host nation Ivory Coast. Yes, so there is so much to expect this weekend. Before we go into Monday night football, which is Chelsea Crystal Palace Premier League. Yeah, but now quickly I want to give you some news updates which are very important to you and I as a Chelsea football fan. Especially as it involves Barcelona. It involves Barcelona and I'm so much interest. Why? This news I'm about to give you now. Some years back, Barcelona used to be one of our enemies when it comes in terms of football, one of our rivals. Yes, they used to be one of our rivals. Each time we meet them in Champions League, quarterfinals, semi-finals, we always meet them. They have always been a thorn on the flesh of Chelsea. One way or the other, the referees must always help them to win the match against Chelsea. It has always been so for years. 2008, 2009, 2010, it's been always Barcelona. And the refs must always assist them. We just cannot understand it. But right now, we are beginning to get some of the facts. What is to happen then? The bribery allegations now that are coming up against Barcelona. Yes, listen. They said the National Court ordered Barcelona to pay 23 million euro for having fraudulently paid sums of money to players' agents during the 2012-2015 period. You can see there, fraudulent payments. They could have started this investigation from 2009. From 2009, I could remember vividly. These investigations are supposed to start from 2009. Let's dig down and see what exactly will happen between UEFA referees and Barcelona against other clubs. They've been winning trophies here and there. You just can't believe how every major decision in football always goes against the opponent of Barcelona. If you are playing against Barcelona in those days, you can never win a game easily. If you have to win, then that means you have to go into the match with your own referee. Yes, you have to fight from the beginning of the game to the end. Even if it's evidently clear that you are fighting and you are winning, those so-called referees, they'll always find a way of giving points to Barcelona. Now, the National Court ordered them to pay 23 million euro for having fraudulently paid sums of money to players' agents during the 2012-2015 period. The club are expected to appeal. Well, it's up to them to appeal or not. But the fact remains that Barcelona, over the years, it was very clear that there was something behind the scene they were doing against other clubs. Yes, there was something. Right now, they are bankrupt. Where did all their money go? Where all these years that Barcelona was winning the Champions League and was making, now they are bankrupt. They can't even afford to buy players. They can't afford to buy. Listen to this. Listen to this. For you to believe what I'm saying, listen to this. Barcelona. The news came up earlier this week that Chelsea player Enzo Fernandez want to leave Chelsea. That the player is unhappy and he wants to leave. And his probable destination is what? Where? Barcelona. And the same source, the source which brought the issue up is Sport, right? That Sport is a Barcelona link news outlet. Sport is a Barcelona link news outlet. I mean, they normally promote Barcelona issues. They normally promote anything that concerns Barcelona sport. And this Enzo Fernandez wants to leave Chelsea and has offered himself to Barcelona. He's under contract until 2032. The source is where? Sport, right? As you can see on the screen. This sport news outlet is connected to Barcelona. And so they brought out this news only to destabilize, knowing fully well that there's a breaking news coming up about their club from the court. The question is, can they afford to buy Enzo Fernandez at this time? The answer is no. They are bankrupt. Now, the same news source now brought this up again. Chelsea will be ready to offer 100 million euro to Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong this summer. Source, the same spot. Do you see the connection in there? The same news source. Within 3-4 days, they brought out that Chelsea will be ready to offer 100 million to Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong this summer. The same source. What are they trying to do? They are trying to dump a wet rag or whatever I can call it in people's faces. They're trying to blindfold us from getting to the main issue that is at stake, which is the criminal, the fraudulent activity that took place there. This is what they are trying to do. Enzo Fernandez scored a goal and he removed his shirt and showed to the crowd that I am here and I'm staying. He did his hand like this. He said, you see the jersey, see the number, is staying. His agent also came to debunk the same news. Yet these people, they came up, they brought this from Chelsea, then they brought it down from the other side. Maybe they want to sell out Frenkie de Jong so that they can make money and settle the court case. And yeah, that one we will believe it. But Enzo Fernandez is not interested in going to Barcelona. Let that be clear to them. Enzo is not interested in going there. Maybe they want to sell Frenkie de Jong. Yes, they could sell him to anybody who wants to buy who is interested. But most probably, I don't think Chelsea is interested. Right? When we were interested, two seasons ago or season ago, the player chose to go to Barcelona, right? If my memory set me right, yes. My dear friend, we move on to some other news. Yeah, it is Saturday night show, right? I'm prepared. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this now. The total wage bill of the 20 Premier League clubs is what you can see on your screen there. The total wage bill of the Premier League clubs, all the 20 Premier League clubs, that is their wage bill you can see on the screen. See, guess who is on top of the list? Guess who is on top of the list there? Manchester City, they are on top of the list, followed closely by Manchester United. Arsenal, our own club Chelsea, is on number 4th position, followed by Liverpool, Aston Villa, West Ham, Tottenham, Newcastle, Everton, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, Fulham, Brentford, Bournemouth, Wolves, Burnley, Sheffield United, and Luton at the bottom. So you can see where Luton is 20.9 million. And look at the gap between them, between Luton and Manchester City. There are rich, there are medium, there are poor. This world no pure. This world no pure, my brother. Anyway, this issue, we'll revisit this issue again another time. We must revisit this issue. All right. Okay, Pochettino, Fabrizio Romano reports on Pochettino. He made a statement which I try to digest in my mind. I want to digest the issue very well. He said this: the problem at Chelsea is not the players. It's not that the players are young. Listen carefully. Pochettino says that the problem at Chelsea is not that the players are so young. The problem is that the team is young. For once, I think I agree with Pochettino. For once. This makes sense. With 16 or 17 players that have arrived new from the beginning of the season, you need time to build a team. So when Poch is saying that this team is a young squad, what it means is that it's not about the age of the player that he meant. He meant they're coming together. They came in, 16, 17 players came in during this summer, and they need time to know each other, to blend together. That is what he always meant by saying the team is young. So 7 months down the lane. Well, now that he has won a game against Aston Villa convincingly, we wait to see whether it will be a beginning of a new thing. Now that most of our players are back from injury, including Christopher Nkunku, we have only 7 players on injury list. I just want to hope we'll begin to see the maturity, the growth of the team. Yes, we have come to, he wants us to buy into his idea. Gradually, let's see what will happen before the next summer. Pochettino, you've spoken for once, I agree with you. It's not the age of the players, but it is how long the players been together. No problem. Poch, I'm with you. Chelsea in its worst season ever and is still chasing the treble. Do you believe that? Yes. The Premier League is still possible. Carabao Cup final we are right now. And we also are in FA Cup 5th round. Meanwhile, our rivals in London, Arsenal, with their supposed super team, has already crashed out of the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Chelsea is a massive club, dear friend. Give it to yourself. No, don't tell me we are out of the Premier League. No. If we can win all our next 15 games, we still have 15 games to go. Do you know how many points we can accumulate? If we can win the next 15 games, we can win 15 games straight away. Do you know how many points we can accumulate? We can win the Premier League yet still, if we can win the next 15 games. Mathematically, it's not yet over. Yeah. Dear friend, I just want you to be excited that Chelsea, actually, things are not yet too bad. We need to be a little patient. Go into our next game against Crystal Palace. Have the confidence. Jackson is a cheat code as a winger, dear friend. Nicola Jackson is a cheat code as a winger. He's like two players in one. He can play left back, left wing, center forward and everything. Give him space to run and cover and leave the rest for him. The aspect is not maximized when he plays as a center forward. See heat map of a left winger. That is his heat mark there. Where you see the heat mark, a yellow spot, all the spots, those are the spaces that Nicola Jackson covered in the games against Aston Villa. Look at the rounds he made. It means that his energy level is very high. His work rate is very high. That is Nicola Jackson for you. I'm happy he's back. And we are here to see the best of Nicola Jackson, dear friend. Well, on that note, let me just leave you for now. I shall be back with more exclusives. See you when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.